Scorpio. This is a general reading for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I'm going to use a Rider-Waite deck, Modern Witch. Six of Cups, and then some Oracle cards, just to give you some more guidance. So, Six of Cups, Five of Swords. Okay, Scorpio. Now, you might have been... Yeah, you might be in a good position to be giving to others at the moment, Scorpio. But be careful that you're not over-giving. So watch that. This could be about, you helping others, help within your community, giving and receiving as well. You might be helping children too in some way. Now, Five of Swords. Perhaps you've walked away from something with more clarity. You've had to take a step back from something to gain clarity with the Five of Swords. Air energy. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. And you also have the Devil. So, this is about, well, it could be toxic habits, codependency, negative behaviours, negative self-talk even. Perhaps you feeling you weren't good enough or not. Be careful. Check yourself. Four of Cups. Now, in your recent past, perhaps you were sitting in a place of regret, regretting having done something, regretting having not done something. That's an energy of feeling a little bit, miffed about a situation or circumstance that you feel, that you're looking back on, but you not focusing on what's coming in for you. So Three of Cups here, celebration, represents often celebration, often represents, blessings coming in for you. But, it seems that perhaps you're coming out of this energy because you're now looking ahead and focusing on your future. And you could have felt stuck in this sort of regretful, slightly, looking back on, mistakes you might have made or someone else has made, and not focusing, you've got to keep focusing on what's coming in for you, because you've got many blessings coming in for you, Scorpio. King of Cups, that's a lot of love. Looking, perhaps you're now beginning to look and focus more on your future, Sagittarius energy, looking ahead, seeing what your options are, having, perhaps you're involved in some creative projects, and this is fire energy, of course, creative energy, so perhaps you're seeing where they're going to take you. Perhaps you've been making plans for your future, and seeing things already sort of coming into fruition, even though they might seem a little far ahead right now. But that, it's like they're on the horizon, and these blessings that are coming in for you, it's like they're on the horizon. You can see them. Coming in, and there's, some waiting, perhaps. Seven of Swords. Perhaps you've also had to walk away from, people, places, things, that don't serve your highest good, the Devil energy here. Having to... understand that not everything or not everyone or every situation is good for you. And Nine of Swords, perhaps, you might have had some sleepless nights. You might have been overthinking a situation or circumstance, and feeling maybe a little bit remorseful here as well, the Four of Cups, and having to sort of walk away from, and maybe you're walking away from, shutting down things that don't serve your highest good. Maybe you're walking away from toxic people, places, things, and, understanding, with an understanding, this is, intellectual energy, this is air energy, with a clearer understanding, having learned, and taking that, this is knowledge, having learned things and taking those experiences for your own evolution. And yes, you could have been concerned here, or been in a place of concern. And you're being advised to make any choices you make right now, Scorpio, to be extremely discerning about them. Obviously, because these could affect your future. Two of Wands. So, be careful, because not all choices are good choices. So you're being advised to, use discernment, when it comes to, especially your work life here, Scorpio. And, who you're giving your energy to, Six of Cups. What you want to feel that you might want to discuss with people or not discuss with people. There could be, you might want to seek some advice. You have Temperance as an outcome, Sagittarius energy, which is about understanding you need to ground yourself more, Scorpio. You might have felt recently very ungrounded, Queen of Pentacles. Yes, you're probably working on your stability, and that's a focus for you right now. But, unless, to get into this energy, this stable energy, you need to consider grounding yourself more now. You could have been extremely busy with things. Things have been on your mind, might have been a distraction for you. But if you ground yourself, if you take the time to, have faith in the universe, have faith in God, have faith in your own spirituality, and take opportunities to ground yourself. Find ways, or practical, physical ways of grounding your energy, because you could have made some mistakes, or decisions that you were making. Maybe some of them weren't ideal here. And this could have been very much linked to you not feeling very grounded, and not practicing. Perhaps you haven't been balancing out your spiritual side with your 3D, your practical world, and that could be off key for you at the moment. So I would advise that you take the time, if you need to take time out or away from any kind of situation that might be causing you any kind of mental stress, Nine of Swords, then take that time to balance yourself, ground yourself, see things more optimistically. Four of Winter. Yeah, and you're being advised to set aside your concerns. So any concerns you're having, you can make a decision later. Now, solutions could come through meditation. Perhaps that's another part of, why you need to ground yourself more. And you have the Temperance angel here, is that you really do need to perhaps still your mind, quieten your mind. You might need more sleep. You might have been overextending, overworking, looking, perhaps not living. You need to, live in the present moment as much as you possibly can. Try not to look too far ahead. Two of Wands energy. It's good to look at your future and have, plans for your future, but don't focus too much on it. Try and stay in the now. Get into some meditation. Perhaps go and do a meditation walk in nature. You might be needing more rest right now. You might be a little bit burnt out. You might need a holiday, a break, go somewhere different, or just take a day to yourself. To focus on grounding your energy, to focus on grounding yourself. Listen to some calming music, yoga. Go for a really, long walk. Because some good news is on its way, probably this spring, because of maybe some good decisions you have made recently, smart choices here. You could be heading for success and public recognition through the things you've been doing, creating, working on. You're being advised not to worry, because the outcome will be, a good one, a balanced one, a positive one. And also you could be having powerful, because you have the Moon card here, this could be, powerful epiphanies, intuitive epiphanies. letting go of this worry and fear that you could have been having, you know, beginning to understand, you know, the truth of a situation, and being okay with that. You know, you might need to also, if you use crystals, then perhaps they need cleaning. Perhaps you need to clean them and put them in moonlight to absorb some lunar energy. Perhaps you could go on a moonlight walk or connect more with the, you know, the evening energy of the evening. Connect more with your intuition through silence, you know, silence, meditation, contemplation, clearing your mind, not allowing thoughts to come in and distract you or disturb you. Yeah, because you are, and this could be something you're working on, Scorpio, that will be not necessarily sorted out, but will feel clearer to you, and your stability could be, you know, about considering others here, you know, the financial security of your children and other loved ones. You know, it's about making wise investments, perhaps planning for retirement, and honouring family traditions. You know, there could be paperwork or things you need to do, you know, and be checking where you're investing at the moment, what you're investing in. You know, that's going to bring you more stability and more stability for your family. And this could be why you are, you know, diligently working here, Scorpio, because that's, you know, the sort of key concern. One of your key concerns is making sure that, you know, perhaps your legacy that, you know, you're working on, so that you're, if you have dependents, then, you know, they're going to have, you know, more security based on, you know, what you're building for yourself, which is a legacy for your children, for example. You know, you could have been distracted recently and failed to see, you know, a magical opportunity that was there in front of you, or taking a situation or someone for granted. You know, maybe you were feeling a bit bored and discontented in your life because you weren't fully seeing, you know, with enough clarity here. The moon card, perhaps there wasn't enough clarity, wherein you started to feel a bit discontented, perhaps not seeing things moving forwards or things resolving. Yeah, and you also have the Emperor, so make sure that you use logic and structure to increase your success. You might have to do some research here and to get more organized, you know, about and prioritize. And this could be something why you have the Devil energy, because you might not be paying attention to detail here. It might be, you know, your organizational skills are lacking at the moment, and this could be also linked to you having quite a lot on to manage or to juggle, and so you're being advised to get more organized. Believe in yourself. You know, the Emperor is about being a firm and compassionate leader, and you need to possibly take more of a leadership role in the things you're doing to help and inspire other people, and to be more organised with it, you know, not to talk yourself out of doing things, you know, to listen to your intuition more. Don't ignore that, because that's your guidance. You need to possibly tap back into your intuition more right now, and bring more fun into the things you do. You know, be more playful, be more fun-loving. This will help raise your vibration and the vibration of other people around you. So you could well be, Scorpio, juggling multiple, you know, priorities here, or multiple jobs. You might have a few projects, a few jobs you might be juggling, and and realizing that you do have an exceptional talent for multitasking. But be careful, you know, make sure you get time out for you. Make sure you allow yourself to have time just for you, you know, that's so that you can recharge, so that you can recoup your energy, not burn out. So, you know, in the autumn, things might be, this autumn, you might be able to sort of start to see or reap the rewards of you know, everything you're doing right now, and also be gracious and, you know, practical with your plans here. Yeah, be practical with respect to how you proceed here, with the ability to, you know, you have the ability to make everything and anything more beautiful. This could be a talent of yours, Scorpio. You know, you might also encounter somebody who can help you make your dreams come true, who's going to be behind you here. You know, and perhaps this is your energy, Scorpio, that you're feeling quite generous. You know, you're stylish, practical as well as gracious. Have gratitude. Don't forget, you know, gratitude prayers. Don't forget to be grateful for everything you have in your life going on. And there'll be news worth celebrating. Perhaps a wedding. You might be invited to a wedding celebration, graduation, birth, some kind of big celebrations with friends that you cherish, and this could be coming up for you, and it could be something that you're looking forward to, because it will, you know, it will sort of help you stay in that sort of fun-loving energy if you can, you know, stay in a high vibration when it comes to how you know, proceed here. You know, set aside your concerns, listen to your intuition more. There could be a lot of practical planning you need to do here as well. And make, you know, there's investments you're making now, make sure you think them through. You know, don't be frivolous, don't overspend here. You know, direct your investments into the things that you know are going to be worthwhile. And any also letting go, because you have devil energy here. So, you know, you're being advised to let go of things that no longer serve you. This is now the time very much to focus on your career. You know, you might be single here, and that's your focus, Scorpio. That you know it's going to bring you the rewards that you're looking for. So keep focused on that, on those, excuse me, things. It's a spring, yeah. Good news is on its way, because you've been making good choices here, Scorpio, and also you have a Akasha, angel Akasha. So you are a spiritual teacher. You do have the ability to counsel others and help awaken their spiritual gifts and their divine life mission. So, you know, this could be somewhere you're being guided to. You know, counseling others, helping others because of your wisdom, knowledge, experience, you know, your belief system. Now, you might have been, you know, 9 of Swords here, in a state of confusion, you know, which was giving you a bit of a headache or sleepless nights. So this is because you might not have enough information about something. So do your research, seek expert advice before making a decision. Be very discerning here. And you might need to have some, you know, even some counselling might help you at this moment. So you also have our Archangel Gabriel telling you that you have an important life purpose that, you know, could well involve communication and the arts. Don't allow your insecurities to hold you back. because you're being helped by Archangel Gabriel. So, you know, if that's the thing that's stopping you a bit or holding you back or making you feel concerned or confused or stuck in choice making and decision making, don't allow your own personal insecurities to get in the way, because that, you know, that will just hold you back. That will just hold your blessings back, everything. And self-doubt, you know, this could be why you have the devil here, because that can also be negative self-talk, and those, you know, that's insecure, coming from an insecure place where you need to sort of get out of that energy, you know, and anything that, any mistakes you feel you might have made, or anything that you don't feel is, you know, was a good move on your part, don't look back or stay in that place, because you have, yeah, Four of Cups, and it seems you're coming out of that energy, so you're not really looking back, you're looking forwards, or trying at least to look forwards with the Two of Wands here. But perhaps you were in a little bit of a stagnant place where you were feeling, you know, regretful about something here. So don't let your insecurities hold you back here, because that's not gonna help you. And also you have, excuse me, Rochelle. So that's about honouring your the guidance of your heart. You know, prosperity is coming to you now, and this could have been something that you've been, you know, worried about. You could have been, you know, not seeing returns on the things you're doing. You could be struggling a little bit, you know, with, you know, financially, or could have been, or, you know, having to work through any difficulties in that area. Yeah, listen to your heart. I think you should connect with nature more, Scorpio, and this could be a reason, a very big reason why you might have been in a place of, you know, not feeling rested, you know, your mind overtime, working overtime, because you haven't been out connecting with nature, you haven't been getting that time for yourself to unwind, kick back, and it's a very important part of your self-care, to put yourself first, and your health first, and your mental health first, which is incredibly important. You know, come out of the cave, share your voice, you know, your expression. Don't be afraid to sort of hold back your ideas, your, you know, your identity. Perhaps you've been doing that, perhaps you've been holding back a bit from sharing the things that you know are going to benefit you and other people. Birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. So, you know, and also do something to change your energy. It might be a good idea to dance, or find a dance class, or do something, you know, that changes up your energy, or put music on and, you know, dance around your sitting room or kitchen, just to change up your energy, to make you feel lighter, more positive. Listen to some music that, you know, you resonates with you. You also have reconciliation here, so someone from your past could be returning into your life. You could be in some kind of separation with somebody. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, and children. Your love life could be affected by children right now. This could be your children or someone else's children, but, you know, this could be an issue that you might need to look at. Your parenting, you might be co-parenting, and this could be affecting you. And this could be also the reason behind you having had sleepless nights, or feeling a bit bothered because of, you know, a co-parenting issue, perhaps. Yeah, there's a strong magnetic attraction here, so there's chemistry here, and you know, if you're connected with somebody, if you're in a partnership or relationship, there is chemistry. Someone's returning from your past, but be aware that, you know, your love life is being affected by children, and that's an area that you might not want to look at, or you might need some professional help in, or advice, you know, in this area. True healing occurs when you give yourself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. Now, if you've been triggered recently, Scorpio, or you feel, you know, that there's some kind of misunderstanding, you've been triggered by someone else's behaviours, ask yourself what those triggers are. Ask yourself why you react a certain way. When you feel those feelings and when you acknowledge the things that trigger you or make you feel upset or make you feel a certain way, don't ignore that, because if you address those feelings, then it will give you more understanding about you and, you know, pain that hasn't been healed within you, for example. You know, you'll be able to ask yourself, you know, the questions why, even perhaps journal, make a note of these, you know, feelings when they come out. You could have been offended or hurt by somebody recently, and it's made you question, you know, your feelings. And it's not always easy to address your feelings, especially when they're, you know, uncomfortable feelings, but give yourself a chance to, you know, find greater understanding through exploring those feelings, through exploring you know, any triggers that could have set you, you know, into a certain mindset or a certain place, or a certain, you know, sensation that you will, you know, need to address. And also, Scorpio, remember to be unapologetic about what you desire. You know, what you want out of life is absolutely what you want, and you don't have to be apologetic about it. You know, trust that what you focus on now will grow. And, you know, there might be people around you who don't fully believe in what you're doing, or don't think that you're going to, you know, have your true desires in life. But don't apologise for being you. Don't apologise for wanting more out of life. Don't apologise for wanting more success. Don't apologise for any of these things. You know, you might desire, you know, more than, say, people around you in your circle. You might have more desires in your life, more things you want to achieve than others around you. But don't feel that, what I'm trying to say here is, don't dim yourself to fit in. Don't diminish yourself just to suit other people's ideals. Yeah, that's because the more energy and intention that you put into your faith, whatever your faith is, the universe, faith in the universe, faith in God, the more energy and intention you put into that, the more fearless and free you become. So have faith in yourself, have faith in the universe, have faith that you're going to be blessed here, and blessings are coming in for you in more ways than one. You know, perhaps take up another spiritual practice, perhaps go to a sacred space, a church, commune more with people who, you know, have a strong faith and belief system, and you will feel, you know, more fearless. You'll feel more free, and when you're fearless, you'll feel more free. And fear could have been holding you back here a little bit, Scorpio. Yes, because yes, this one again. Attack, pain, fear, judgment, and any form of separation are merely calls for help. So, if you've been feeling a bit separated, a bit detached, or others around you might have, you know, done that or made you feel a bit separated or detached, remember that they are calls for help. So, you know, or if you feel that you might have been under attack from somebody, or someone's anger or judgment, you know, that they are merely calls for help, and it's a reflection of them, not you. Also, remember to thank the universe, Scorpio, for helping you to see beyond the limits of fear. And this could be where you're at. You're trying to see beyond the limits of fear, expanding your perceptions so that you can see what's of the highest good here for you, for your career, for your work life, your love life, your current situation. Remember that, your expanding perceptions will enable you to see that. You have Temperance here, which is about expanding perceptions. So allow yourself to see the bigger picture. Don't try and be small when you're not. And you also have spring. See your seeds growing, and this could be it. You could be beginning to see returns from the fruits of your labor here, seeing your seeds grow, seeing things coming into growth. Spring could be that you're being inspired by spring. You're feeling more inspired, you're feeling more optimistic perhaps. And also honor your inner knowing, Medicine Mother. So go with that, honor your inner knowing. Don't be afraid of outcomes either, because you have Temperance and outcome, and that's a sort of lack of fear of the outcome. Don't hang on to outcomes or think that things should go a certain way just because that's traditional, or that's you considering more than you do know, or considering you want things to go a certain way. Drop expectations, drop any sense of needing or wanting to requiring an outcome. Because you're the architect of your life. Opportunity and abundance is all around you right now, and walking through those doors. You're walking through those doors of opportunity. You could be finding that more and more opportunities are coming your way just because you're vibrating high and you're enthusiastic, and you haven't more focus on what you're doing and having a clearer idea of actually where you're going to once here. The kind of stability, what's going to make you feel, give you the stability that you desire, what's going to make you feel more in that grounded, earthy, practical energy. You also might have quite a lot of earth in your chart, Scorpio. Check your placements. I'm thinking Capricorn, you might have strong Capricorn in your chart. Needing you to be more methodical, needing you to be more practical and have more practical plans in the things you're doing, and be dedicated to those things. Keep your diary, keep your diary clear. Don't overdo it. Be realistic with what you can achieve in a week. Be realistic with how much you can do. Week to week. That isn't actually going to make you feel tired, that's going to be enough for you. Don't bite off more than you can chew here, Scorpio. And remember, you're unique. There's only one of you, and everything you do, and everything that you're going to be blessed with is because there's only one of you. And you must remember that you are unique. What you bring to the table is unique. You are important, and start to see the positives in all situations. So any sort of negative situations you might have experienced recently, look at the positives, look at them as a learning curve. You might have gone through a few things recently that have been difficult. Perhaps you haven't expressed these things, but try to see the positives. See difficult situations as something that you can resolve. Difficult situations you can. It's just a hurdle that you need to sort of get over, and see that how have that belief system that everything that's sent to you that might be difficult. It's a test. It's a task. There's a positive outcome from difficulties. If you choose to see them that way and not to be defeated by the sense of failure, because if you think about it, successful people or often fail many times before they achieve that. because they won't allow setbacks to set them back. So try and see things as, you know, opportunities. You know, there's going to be moments where it will feel as if things aren't really going your way, or a curveball thrown at you. See the positive outcome. See it's a test, something that, you know, that you might possibly have to work on or work through. And also you might need to fucking apologise, Scorpio. Just seriously, just do it. And that could be something why you've been feeling up in your head a bit, because you might need to apologise to someone, or it could be energy reverse, someone needs to apologise to you. But, you know, consider that that's okay to do. And if you've been feeling a bit down, you know, don't whine. Stop fucking whining. No one wants to listen to that shit. Complaining makes you weak. You have the strength to change your world, so do it. So don't rely on, you know, perhaps you've been around some people who, you know, are complaining, you know, do complain a lot. And you know that's not the answer. Don't get caught up in feeling sorry for yourself, or thinking because certain things haven't gone a certain way. That's, you know, that's nothing to whine about. That's nobody wants to hear that. So just look at how to resolve things. Also stop talking, shut your mouth and listen. And this could be something too that you haven't listened, maybe not listened to your intuition. You know, let go of resentment or any kind of grudges. You know, put the phone down. You could also be having too much screen time. You know, go and take a walk. You know, hang out with some people. Perhaps you've been doing that too because of work as well. Could be very work related, or, you know, you've been spending too much time, screen time. You know, take yourself outside, detach, switch off. I'm going to end your reading here, Scorpio, with a Goddess Guidance card or two. Yeah, receptivity. Allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition and your energy and the ability to give to others. So perhaps it's time for you to start receiving, and you haven't been doing that because you've been giving too much, Scorpio. And you need to allow others to help you. Now, this also could be happening. You could be noticing that you're being helped by, you know, family and friends. And, you know, if you accept help from others, you know, you'll be able to give more. You can't pour from an empty cup. So also Ostara, Easter, as the pagan Ostara goddess, pagan goddess for Easter. And it's about fertility. The original pagan Easter festival celebrated fertility, and it's the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas and give birth to new conditions. So anything new that's coming your way, and you might be being sent new opportunities at the moment, new projects, accessing new ideas. This could be really inspiring you at the moment, Scorpio, having you know, these access to new ideas and projects. You know, these are going to give birth to new conditions for you. So anything that you've been putting on hold, or haven't had, or felt that you haven't had the, you know, headspace to do that, now is the time to focus, to realise that, you know, these things will need your work and attention. You know, giving birth to new conditions that, you know, you might find, you know, this spring things that start to change for you quite rapidly, because you're focusing on these things, accessing new ideas. Perhaps you need to do some research about one or two things to get things flowing more, you know, to keep those projects going. New ideas you might have, you know, because they're gonna really open up your world for you. Yeah, and remember, if we give happiness to others, we will end up happy. So stay in that good vibe tribe energy, Scorpio. Keep yourself vibing high. Remember, happiness is contagious. And just take care of yourself as well. But self-care, a bit more self-care, I think, and your needs. Anyway, sending you lots of love. Wishing you all the best. If you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. You could subscribe as well if you like. Anyway, sending you lots of love. Take care. Bye.